Man, I really hope they take the racial slurs out of the remake. But picture this. It's 2004, and this magical box containing some of my favorite games of all time gets another smash hit, an adventure RPG called Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Now, 2004 was a pretty different time. Political correctness wasn't as big of a deal, and an E for Everyone rating still allowed for a lot of subtle innuendos and double entendres that would typically go over the target audience's head. They tightened up the standards for the E for Everyone rating in recent years, so I assume the remake will probably have to tone things down a little bit. Anyway, this game was amazingly fun. It might be my favorite GameCube game, but there's some stiff competition on that console. Its core gameplay was a very simple RPG with only 3 stats to worry about: hit points, flower points, and badge points. It may not have been as snazzy as some of the bigger RPGs, but sometimes there is beauty in simplicity. Back in the day, we didn't really have all the snazzy guides and walkthroughs that we've got today, so as I was sipping on the last of my Surge soda, all I had was game facts. And all the game facts guides parroted what was effectively the same strategy. Upgrade HP, FP, and BP evenly to have a well-rounded build. But in the past 20 years since this game came out, we've discovered that those guides were full of crap. Putting any points into HP genuinely makes this game harder. Why? Because of these glorious things. With a small combination of those 3 badges, you can go from a well-rounded paragon of game balance to an unkillable god with 1 brain cell. I'm not usually a fan of low health reward mechanics in RPGs. Typically, these mechanics give you a small damage buff if you're at low health, but they rarely give a buff to defense. So your health is low, you do a little bit more damage, but you're just as squishy as before, so you maybe get 1 turn out of the damage buff before you're either healed above the limit or knocked unconscious. Whoop-de-doo. That's not the case in this game. With these 2 badges, you become unkillable. You take 1 or 2 damage from every hit, yes, even the final boss, or you take no damage at all because of RNG that is stacked horrendously in your favor. Then, with enough of these bad boys, you become an unstoppable titan of damage. I didn't even stack them as high as possible, and I was still one-shotting basically every enemy I came across after Chapter 6. So, this game was way easier than I remember it being 20 years ago. We'll see if they rebalance it at all in the remake, and I'm really hoping they leave out the racial slurs and just rework the dialogue as a whole, because it really didn't age well. Anyway, if you want to see me steamroll this game, I did it on stream, so you can check it out with this playlist. Otherwise, YouTube thinks you should watch this video.